Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Pauline Fu. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create bound schedules using Excel. When a bound is bought more than the purchase price of the bond is more than the face value, there is a premium. This premium is capital loss, and the loss cannot be recovered. To avoid capital loss, you can gradually write down the premiums until it is zero on the maturity date. The procedure of gradually writing down the premium is the bond schedule. Okay. So now I'm going to give you an example. So this example, a bond with a face value of 1,000 matures in 2 years. The bond rate is 10% compounded semi-annually, and the yield rate is 8% compounded semi-annually. Set up a schedule showing the amortization of the premium. Okay. So let's list all the numbers that are given. So we have the bond face value 1,000. The bond rate is 10% compounded semi-annually. So bond rate is actually 10% divided by 2 equal to 5. The yield rate 8% compounded semi-annually. Yield rate 8% divided by 2, 4%. It is over 2-year period. So the number of interest payment is 4, okay, 4 payments. So you set up this amortization of the premium. How do I know this is a premium? Because when you have a bond rate greater than yield rate, you have a premium. So let's set up the end of interest payment interval. So it is start with the 0. And then we have 4 interest payments. And then first of all, we need to calculate how much interest in each payment. So I'm going to put it here, okay? It is just the face value times bond rate, okay? Because later on, I will use the file handle to copy down the formula. So I need to use absolute cell reference, okay? So this is, instead of A3, it is $A, $3, and then times $A, $B, $3. So anyway, it is actually 1,000 multiplied 5%. It should be equal to 50. Okay, so equal to 50. This is a interest payment. Okay, at the end of payment interval 1. So now let's go back to what is the book value of the bond. Remember, the book value of bond is 2 cash flows. One cash flow is the present value of this $1,000. This $1,000 is actually future value in 2 years. What is the present value of this 1,000? Okay, and plus an annuity. So each half year you will receive $50. So what is the present value of those $50 over 2 years? Yeah. So we can use Excel to PV function, okay? Add 2 PV value together, that is the book value of the bond. So I'm going to do present value of this $1,000. The rate is this yield, okay? Number of payment is this number 4, okay? PMT is 0. Future value is this 1,000, Okay, so that is the present value of $1,000 plus. We also have calculate the present value of annuity with payment 50. Okay, so PV rate, rate is the yield rate, NPER, number of payments, okay, D3, and PMT, negative, this number is PMT, and future value is 0. Okay, so something is wrong here. This one I have to type in negative 1,000. Okay. All right. So this is the book value. The correct formula is here. Okay. This is the book value. As you can see, this book value is greater than the bond face value. That's why there is a premium. So the premium is just the difference between the book value and the bond face value. Okay, you have this premium. Okay, now we want to write down this premium so that at the end of the last payment, the premium is 0. So how do we do that? We first calculate the interest on book value. So equal to this book value, the interest. Okay, this is the interest on book value. Because I want to do this later on here, here, and here. So I want to use fill handle to copy down the formula. So I need to use mixed cell reference because this value will be changed. So, but column E will never change. Row 6 later on will become row 7. Row 7 becomes row 8, etc. Okay. So similarly, this yield rate would be fixed. Okay. So I'm going to use absolute cell reference $C and then $3. Okay. So that is the interest on book value. So basically, it is 1,036.3 times 4%. Okay, so I press Enter key. It is $41.45. And then based on the coupon or the interest payment and the interest paid on the book value, I can figure out the amount of premium amortized. It is just the difference. So I'm going to put the alignment left. All right. So this amount of premium amortized is the difference of these two numbers. Okay. Again, because I want to copy down the formula later on, so I need to fix column B. Okay. And this number I need to fix column C because later on it will become row 8, row 9, row 10. Okay, so this is the premium amortized. And now the book value of the bond now becomes the difference of this number with this number. So it is just this number, okay, minus the premium. Okay, so I need to modify this formula to use mixed cell reference. Okay, so E6, I need to put $E6. Okay, and this D6, I need to put $D7. Okay, so this is the book value of the bond, and then remaining premium. Okay, it is just the difference of the book value with the face value. Where's my face value? Face value is here. Okay, because the bond face value will never change. It is always $1,000. So it is absolute cell reference. And then the book value will be changed. So I need to fix column E. Okay, this is the remaining premium. So now everything is set up. I just need to copy down the formula. Okay. See, I get the schedule automatically. That's why I use those $sign to automatically calculate the remaining interval. See, the premium reduced to 0, and the book value of the bond remain 1,000. Okay. You can also, based on this schedule, to create a total. What is the total interest paid? Okay. It is just this. Okay, and to drag it down, and you see this number premium match this number. So you did correct. Okay. So this is when a bond is purchased at a premium. Okay. Sometimes when a bond is purchased at a discount, how do you create a schedule? That is the topic I will turn to next. And again, I will use an example. So this example, a bond with a face value 1,000 matures in 2 years. The bond pays interest at 10%, compounded semi-annually. The yield rate is 12%, compounded semi-annually. Set up schedule showing the accumulation of the discount. So again, in this example, the bond rate 10%, smaller than the yield rate 12%, so there is a discount. Okay, and how do you create a schedule? Okay, so 2 years, there are 4 payments. So we need to calculate what is the interest for every payment. So interest equal to the bond face value times bond rate. Okay, because this payment is fixed for all the payment periods, so I need to use absolute cell reference so that when I copy down the formula, the number will be fixed. Okay, so this is basically is 1,000 times 5%. That's it. Okay, you got 50. And then we need to calculate the book value of the bond, similar for Mansard. The book value of the bond is the sum of 2 present value. One present value is this $1,000. The other present value is this annuity, payment 50. Okay, so I'm going to use Excel PV function. And the rate, okay, number of payments, PMT is 0. Future value is negative 1,000. Okay, and plus the annuity, present value of an annuity, rate 6%, NPER 4, payment negative 50. Okay, future value 0. So this is the book value of the bond. The formula is here. Okay, book value of the bond. As you can see, this book value is less than 1,000. That's why there is a discount. So the discount is 1,000, this face value, minus the book value. Okay, you get this discount. And now we are going to calculate the interest on book value. Okay, so the interest on book value is just the book value multiply the interest. Okay, because I want to copy down the formula, so I need to use mixed reference. Okay, $E because column E will not change, but the row will be changed to 27, 28, 29, etc. Okay, and the yield rate, I will use absolute cell reference $C $23. Okay, so I get this interest on book value, and now the discounts is just the difference between the interest, sorry, mosquito, interest on book value and the coupon or payment. Again, I need to modify this formula. So this is $C, okay, and then $B, okay. So that is the amount of discount accumulated, okay. Give me one moment, please. Sorry, my little doggy, he want to go home. So where we are, we calculated amount of discount, okay? And now calculate the book value of the bond, okay? It is just this number plus the discount, that is the book value. Again, you need to modify the formula so that you can copy down the formula later on, okay? So just add the $sign, okay? So that is the book value, okay? So next is the discount, remaining discount. It is the difference between face value and the book value. So again, modify the formula so that you can copy down the formula, okay? So this is the formula here, okay? So now everything set up, you just need to highlight the one and then copy down the formula. Perfect. See, the discounts reduced to 0. The book value of the bond returned to 1,000. Okay, and again, you can calculate the total interest payment. Okay, as well as see this number match this number. Okay. All right, so in summary, what I did in this lecture, I created bond schedules. There are two situations. Situation one, when a bond is bought at a premium. That means when a book value greater than the face value. That is the premium. Under what condition the premium occurs? When the bond rate is greater than the yield rate, okay, it occurs premium. The second situation, when a bond rate smaller than, less than yield rate, there is a discount. And how do you create a schedule for the discount? Okay. The objective is to have the book value of the bond shows exactly the same as the face value when it is matured, when the bond matured. Okay. That's all for this lecture. Thanks for watching. Why is it? Why stop recording?